Hi guys, it's Dahlia Strata with SEOmaids, and today I'm going to show you how to make some very simple brand images for you to share on Facebook with your followers and Facebook friends. It's going to be really easy. You don't have to have Photoshop. You don't have to have any graphic design experience. We're just going to show you how to do it the fast and easy way. So in the description for this video, you're going to find a link to a blog post on our website at SEOmaids.com. The blog post is going to look like this. So free templates for social media images. We're going to scroll down. We're going to find where it says Facebook wall post template. And you're going to right click on that. Go to save image as. I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop because that's just really easy for me right now. You can save it wherever you'd like. I'm going to click out of there. Okay. And then we're going to come to PicMonkey.com. And PicMonkey is a free image editing tool that's online. And they do have a full version. It's called Royale, and it's $4.99 a month. I think it's definitely worth it, but it's up to you. And for what we're doing today, you just need the free version. So let's go to Edit a Photo. And I'm going to find that template that I saved. Here it is. Okay, great. And so it's just going to look like this. Down the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to have all your different tools and your categories of things that you can do. Right now we're in basic edits, and I'm going to look at canvas color. That's the first thing I want to do. So I'm going to click on canvas color, and I'm going to pick from the little rainbow here, I'm going to pick a nice blue. I usually don't use blue for Facebook because, of course, Facebook is blue, but for what we're going to be doing today, I have kind of a nautical theme, and I think a dark blue is what I want to do. So I picked the blue from the rainbow up here, and then I use this little slider down here to make it lighter and darker, and I want a nice dark blue. There's also an option where you can make a transparent canvas, and we're going to cover that in another video. That's nice for logo creation and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to click Apply. Alright, and now I have my nice dark blue canvas. I'm going to come over here to where it says text. So the two T's, T is for text. I'm going to click on there. And it's going to pull up a nice list of fonts for me. And a lot of the fonts are free. There's a couple in there that are definitely premium fonts, but definitely some nice ones. So I'm going to pick the font that I want, that I have picked out. Okay. And you can always change it later. I'm going to go to Add Text, and that's going to get me a text box. Here's my text box. I can move it by clicking and dragging it. I'm going to type something in here. Let's see. Okay, and that is going to be a quote that I'm going to use on Facebook. Most of my clients are small businesses, and so that's going to mean something to them. So I'm thinking about my content creation. I'm thinking about my clients. So obviously the things that you're going to want to post for your clients are going to be with your clients in mind, and what's going to educate and inspire and entertain them. So let's change. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this out to the edges. Dragging it out to edges. And I'm going to click center because I want it to be centered. And you can't really see it right now because it's black on the dark blue background. So I'm going to go over here to this little rainbow over here. And I'm going to pick, I kind of want a nice creamy color for it. There we go. That's probably perfect. Okay. And now I want to resize it too. So what I've done is I've changed the color so far and I've centered it. And now I'm going to resize it because it's really small. There's a couple different ways you can resize. You can click on one of the corners here and just drag it out or pull it in to make it bigger or smaller. You can also use this little slider bar right here to make it bigger or smaller. And you can also type in an actual number right here into this box. And I think 50 is perfect for what I'm going to be doing today. Oops, you know what? I'm missing an M. A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor. Okay. I think that's still kind of plain. So what I'm going to do to kind of jazz it up is I'm going to highlight a couple of the words here and change the font on them. And I have a nice font picked out. I'm going to use Playball. Okay. And let's do that down here too. So that's looking much nicer, right? Kind of jazzy. Okay. I'm going to come over to where the butterfly is. Now the butterfly is for overlays, and overlays are all kinds of different things that you can add in. They're objects. So they have all kinds of neat ones in here. Some of them, again, some of them are free and some of them are premium. So just have a look. And I'm going to come down here to nautical, the nautical theme. Look. And I have this nice ship's wheel picked out. And there's my ship's wheel. So I just clicked and it appeared over here in my image. Okay, so now I can resize this by dragging it at the corner, just like that, and I can make it smaller or larger. If I click on this little point up here that's kind of hovering over the top, then I can rotate it. You'll see the little rotating arrows. And then, so I rotated it, and I can just position it, and it's real easy. Just drag and click. Okay, and so this is what I have so far. Now, I'm not crazy about the colors because, of course, the colors on the ship's wheel right now are black and white, so I need to make them match the rest of what I'm doing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. This is my overlay menu, and there's two colors at work here. We have color 1, which is black, and color 2, which is white. I'm going to click on the little arrow here next to the black and change that. So I can pick a color here from one of these little boxes. See how it's changing? Okay, but that's not what I want to do this time. This time what I want to do is I want to click on the little dropper right there, and that's going to allow me to pick a color that's already on my image, and I want to use the same color that I'm using on my text. So I did that, and of course that worked. So of course now with cream and white together, you can't really see what it is. So let's change the white too. And for the white, I don't think I want to color it all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it transparent. So let's do that. I'm going to click on this box that says transparent, and that's going to look much nicer. Okay, so there's my ship's wheel, there's my text, and it's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to move the text up a little bit. So I select the text, and I can just drag it up a little bit, and I can move my ship's wheel up a little bit too. And the reason I want to move it up is because I'm going to put a URL. I'm going to put my website down here at the bottom. And that's how I'm going to get people thinking about my brand when they read this. Okay, so I'm going to go up here, and I'm still under the butterfly, under overlays, right? I'm going to click on geometric. And these are all your geometric shapes. I'm going to click on rectangle. So here's my rectangle. It's black, and it's tiny, and it's not really what I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it all the way down here into the corner, and I'm going to drag it out. So now I have like this nice little area down here where I can put my URL, right? Okay. And I'm not crazy about black, so I think I'm going to change it to be a nice complementary blue color, like so. I think I like that. Okay, so let's, now I need to put some text in here, but before I put some text in here, I'm going to merge all the different layers. And by merging it, it means I'm not going to be able to click and move anything anymore. So I want to make sure before I merge anything that everything is exactly where I want it to be. So this part of the image is exactly, right now this is perfect. And this is, everything is where I want it to be. So I'm going to merge it. And I do that by clicking up here where it says merge together all overlays and marry them to the photo. It's two little pieces of paper with a downwards arrow. So I merge them, and the reason that I do that is because right now I'm going to put some text in here. And when I put the text in, I want to make sure that I can move it around and play with it and resize it and do things like that without accidentally clicking on another text box or anything else on the image, and so I'm going to accidentally move something or resize it. So that makes it a lot easier for me. I'm going to come down here and find the font that I want, wherever it is. Here we go, Camellia. And I'm going to go to add text. And here I'm going to type in I'm just going to use SEOmaids.com. That's really easy for people to remember and type into their browser. Okay, so I have that there, and I'm not really crazy about the black again. So what I'm going to do is that if I click on this little bar right here, I'm going to be able to select the same color that I have above, and that's going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to come up here. Oh, the other thing that you should know is this little arrow right here is your parachute. It's your safety net, because this is the undo button. So anything that you're not happy with that you just did, even if you merged it or whatever you did, you can undo the last action, and you can undo, I could undo this whole thing by doing that. So just know where that is. But right now we're going to save, because I'm happy with it. So I'm going to click on save. And I'm going to rename my file. So I come over here and I'm going to say, I'm going to get out of the template here. And I'm going to say, I'm going to call it Smooth Sailing. And they give me 3 different options for quality. I'm going to pick the largest one for Facebook because that just makes it look really nice when I post it. Okay, so the largest quality is Sean. That's the best quality. And I'm going to save it to my computer. And it's saved. And so now I can go and I can post that on Facebook, and it's going to show up perfectly in the feed. So when my friends and followers see it in their feed, it's going to show up exactly the right size. It's not going to be distorted. It's not going to be cut off. It's going to be exactly like I'm seeing it here on my screen, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so I hope you guys will stay tuned, and we're going to have some more tutorials and kind of get more advanced. So we're going to have some fun.